Hello my dear students, welcome back to the another virtual class of political science. So today I'm going to start a new chapter that is from the organs of the government, that is the executive, which is the second most important organ of the government. Okay, so before I start, if you have not subscribed my channel till now, please do subscribe it and share it to the friends so that it can reach to the unreached. Okay, so let's start. The executive, so which is one of the most important organ of the government. So today in this topic, once again we'll discuss about the meaning, definition, classification of executives, okay, nominal and real executive, single executive, plural executive, and hereditary and elected executive one by one. So for the better understanding of the chapter executive, we need to understand this classification as well. Okay, so in a very simple term, we can say that executive can be discussed in two connotations, a broader as well as a narrow connotation. So in the broader connotation, executive includes all the functionaries. All the functionary means a political executive as well as non-political executive, the entire body of executives which are to implement the laws and to execute the orders passed by the executive, which includes political executives as well as non-political executives. Non-political executives are those who are known as civil servants, or we can call them as bureaucrats. So both together in a broader connotations. Okay, if we try to discuss in a narrow connotation executive, it means that the political leaders, only the political leaders who head the government departments, formulate the policies, okay, and supervises the implementation of laws and policies of the government. So this is how broader connotation and a narrow connotation. In the broader connotation, we include all the functionaries of the executives, including the political, non-political, okay, includes all, each and every one who is involved in the execution of the day-to-day working of the government. Okay, and the narrow connotations, only the political executives, those who are elected by the people. Okay, they are the one who head the government. Okay, they formulate the policies of the government and they supervises the implementation of the laws of the government. Did you? So we have done the meaning. So meaning of executive is a lawmaking. Okay, and now definition. We'll do the definition. So accordingly, three definitions are here with me, written by J.W. Garner, Gettel as well as Gilchrist. So I'm going to choose one best for your understanding, that is by Gilchrist. According to Gilchrist, executive is that branch of government which carries out or executes the will of the people as formulated in law. It is the pivot around which the actual administration of the state revolves. So here also we came to know that it is the executive around which the entire work of the administration revolves. So many definitions are there. You can choose any of the definition. If you are asked to write down define executive, then you can choose any of that, whichever you find it's better and easy for you to memorize, you can do that. Okay, so definition we have already done. Now classification of executive, the first one is nominal and the real executive. So nominal and real, there is a difference between nominal and real executive. So nominal executive are the ones known also as the constitutional head of the country. Nominal just for namesake, they are not chosen by the people, they are not elected by the people. Okay, so in many of the countries two executives are there. Even in our country also, in India, we have nominal executive as well as a real executive. But in America, that is in USA, there is only single executive. That means the president is both the nominal as well as the real head of the country, nominal as well as the real executive of our country. But in India, president is elected indirectly by the people of India and he possesses the nominal head of the country. He is the constitutional head of the country, whereas the real executive is the prime minister and the council of ministers. Okay, like if you talk about Britain, the king or the queen and the prime minister and his cabinet, okay, they are the real executives. The monarch in British parliamentary system is a figurehead. Monarch of in Britain in a parliamentary system is a figurehead, okay, and the real powers lies with the prime minister and the cabinet. If you, I can give you the example of Bhutan also. Bhutan is a monarchical democracy. Monarch of Bhutan is the nominal head of the country, okay, whereas the real power lies with the prime minister and the council of ministers. The same case is with India also. India has a parliamentary form of government, okay, and the president is there who is the executive. That means who is the constitutional head, or we can say who is the nominal head of our country, as the constitution portrays, okay. Then if you talk about the real executives, are the ones who have been given the real powers by the people of the country through elections. In a parliamentary system, people vote, people elect the members, and the members form the government, and the members choose one head as the prime minister that possesses real power. That is why we can say prime minister and the council of ministers are the real executive heads of our country, whereas president is the nominal head of our country. Nominal means just for namesake, or we can say constitution has made the president as the nominal executive of the country. The country is run in the name of the president, but the real power lies with the prime minister and the council of ministers. Same case is with the UK also, okay. Then next one we have is the single executive and the plural executive. Single and plural. Plural means more than one. So single executive, my dear, is that means the single executive power is concentrated in the hands of a particular individual, one individual or a group of individual. One individual or a group of individuals together will be called as one. Okay, so administrative functions are carried out under the leadership and direction of the single executive. And the best example I can give you, Hitler's rule. In Germany, there was a rule of Hitler's rule in Nazi Germany, and another example is Mussolini's rule in fascism in Italy. Okay, they were the correct examples of single executives. They were the one who completely centralized the powers in their hand, and they ruled without allowing the people's freedom. Okay, single executive, the most that means apt disadvantage of a single executive is that the freedoms of the people are curtailed and the power is completely centralized. The one person holds the entire power. The will of a ruler is the law of the land in a single executive. And as I give you the example, Hitler, okay, he was the ruler of Germany and his party's name was Nazi party. Okay, then another one is Mussolini, his party was fascist party. Okay, now all this Nazism and fascism is already uprooted from the world. Okay, so that is single executive. Okay, now next one we have is plural executive. Okay, plural means more than one. When there are two or more people together, or a number of people in one group, that can be called as plural executive. So opposite of a single executive, the opposite of single executive is the plural executive. Okay, so in this system, in a plural system, my dear, the real power is vested in the hands of equals. Lot of people are there, so equals. Plural executives is there in Switzerland also. In Switzerland, administrative power is vested in federal council, okay, composed of 7 members of equal states. Okay, so these are the examples of plural executive, which today we don't require to study in a modern democracy, but in Switzerland it exists even today. Now the third one we have is a hereditary executive. The third one we have is a hereditary executive. So hereditary means after father, son. After the son, his son will be the that means he will possess the real powers or the hereditary powers. Okay, so in the past, okay, rulers possess hereditary rights. These rulers were known as hereditary nominated rulers, Before emergence of modern political system, rulers were nominated from hereditary sources. Today we are in a modern system. Today hereditary system is not there. But even today, example I can give you from Britain, okay, UK, hereditary system still is continued in that country. Okay, suppose I am the king, so after me my son will be the king, my successor will be the king. Okay, but that is not at all allowed in our country, because as per our constitution hereditary system is not at all there. Okay, that is hereditary executive. Got it? Then the another one, the last one we have is, this one is very very important, that is elected executive. The executives which are elected by the people, though nominal or the real. When we talk about nominal or real, so here in the case of India, the nominal executive, that is the president of our country, is also elected by the people indirectly, and the real executive, that is the prime minister and the council of ministers, are also elected by the people of India directly. So elected executives are the ones who are elected by the people of the country, either through direct election or through indirect election. Got it? Direct election, indirect election, I think you have the idea about that. So direct election, where the people are involved directly, whereas in indirect election the representatives of the people are the one who elect the president or the vice president on behalf of the people of the country. That is known as indirect election. Okay, though direct election or indirect election, that comes under elected executive. So the prime minister of our country is the elected executive, the president of our country is the elected executive, though indirectly elected. The president of America is also elected executive. Got it? So that is difference between hereditary and elected executive. In hereditary system, after the death of a father, the son becomes the ruler, or he possesses the power of his father. Whereas in elected executive, suppose for example the president of America is there, after the death of a president, his son cannot become the president. In our country, if the president dies or retires or is impeached from the chair, then his son cannot become the president. Though if his son or any of his dear ones, if they want to be the president, they have to follow the parliamentary procedure like the others follow it in order to contest the election or to become the president of our country. Suppose the prime minister of our country is there, right? Though he is okay, let us not take the example of our country. Okay, suppose I am the prime minister of our country, right? So if I resign, if I die, or if anything happens to me, okay, the prime minister's chair remains vacant, my son cannot become the prime minister. That is not possible in an elected executive. Okay, that is possible only in hereditary executive. Okay, my son can become the prime minister, I can nominate, I can decide, okay, after me my son. But right now in a modern democracy, my dear, in modern world, my dear, we don't have this. We reject this. Hereditary system is rejected and we go for elected executive. Okay, this is also not there. Okay, plural executive to some extent in some of the parts of the world we have, but this one we have nominal executive, real executive even today is there in our country. Okay, so nominal, the president who is the nominal head of our country, and the real executive are those who possess real powers because they are elected directly by the people of the country. So hope you all have understood this part. So this much for today. So in the next class we'll discuss about the functions of the executives, okay, one by one. Okay, so till then please go through this tutorial for a better understanding. So we'll meet again in the next class. Till then, take care, stay safe, bye bye.